to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Clemson Tigers taking on another team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Boston College's offense comes onto the field first today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
That's caught. It's Washington. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
They kick it away on fourth down. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Clemson Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him in so many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
It's hard to run in a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
Scanning the field, it's Welch. Makes the catch. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Clemson. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off. 38 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He leaves it with his back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Golden Eagles look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Grabs it in the middle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College!
No, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws up. Send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to the ground game on the left. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. He'll run it to the right side. At 20, he's got space. And he'll be smacked to the ground. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. The run to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to pass. It's Welsh. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He's got him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Welch. Here's the pressure. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, just wrapped up another chapter in the rivalry between Florida State and Miami, and here's how it went down. Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And it's incomplete. take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. Unloads to the right. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Welsh. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it, throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Pocket breaking down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Under fire. Quick strike complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Dropping back, it's Welch. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. The sure hands, it's Wilson. Inside the 25. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Just keeps slinging it. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Quarterback keeper. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
When they try to go quarterback design run on that play, the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one...
Turning it on! They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic.
Touchdown, Eagles! Excellent pass by the back on the option. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half and fight and come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Coming out with it, it's Penn. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Welch. It's complete on the right side. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Motion from the wideout. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And that's a good idea for this defense. I would be covering him too, because he's already had a day's worth of yards. The big play out wide, man. They are finding him, and he's making productive plays. So good job by this defense recognizing that guy's not beating me anymore.
Wants to throw again. He'll take another shot here. It's complete. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Okay, ready? Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Looking downfield, it's Welch. Got his man. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had 0 problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here's a heat. Firing to the right, complete. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking for a man. It's Welsh. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter. Couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time down. Join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this third quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Wilson on the carry. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air. It's Welch. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They'll try the left side. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Here's the handoff. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field.
Ready, set. Clear. Clear. Go.
They'll leave it with him. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Boston College will send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll run it with Wilson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Nice move there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Flip. Jackrabbit.
The give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Got it.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal.
Cricket.
This quarterback part of their running game. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Easy.
On the move. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Hit as he throws. Wide open downfield.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Under fire. Lets it fly. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Come on, set.
Here's the give off the left side. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Welsh. Right on the money. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get them on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the gun, give on the inside. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make some...
Breaks into the open. Coming through that 3rd down. And they'll mark it at the 43.
And this is why
Yep.
checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision.
What's up?
Checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this
Oh, yeah, it was a good time.
massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set?
Oh, I don't think so. I think we're gonna play Arc Raiders.
Will the beatdown continue, or is this a
So now they're playing 2K. I'm playing one of my games, and Jones is watching a movie with his girl. I think we're supposed to jump on her round 8.
We'll start with the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to take a shot.
Yeah.
And he makes the catch.
I think I'm gonna see him. I think he said he got an off season he got to do.
Stroll into the end zone for the score.
little something going that maybe you can build on.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Penn. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch?
Yeah, got a chance. Joseph. I mean, yes, yeah. I mean, they still got a chance. The boys is out there believing in themselves. So, if I ain't mistaken, Charlie Weiss is still there. The offensive coordinator is still there. Because that was part of his plan with, not plan, his agreement with Lane. Like, I'm going to coach these boys until we lose. Otherwise, I mean, I'm staying. And Lane told him he could stay. Nah, the defense coordinator probably didn't have that same. But Pete Golden is pretty much their coordinator anyway, though. So it's probably why it wasn't quite as. He probably didn't have the same stuff because of that, or the same leverage because of that, because Pete could do it without. More than likely could do it without the coordinator. He probably just helped more game planning and stuff. But yeah, as far as I know, Charlie Weiss is going to continue until they lose. I mean, it'd be a different SEC team that we don't want it, but Indiana don't seem like them boys believe.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Shit, Indiana beat Ohio State too. Hey, Indiana is the only team that ain't lost yet.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone?
Again, Indiana ain't lost to nobody this year. Like, everybody else done lost to somebody. They ain't lost to nobody this year. Everybody that got in front of them and lost. They done figured it out, like how to win at some point.
This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And my knees hurt. My back hurt. Shit.
What this defense is doing, man, you know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes.
What are you talking about?
Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Pulls it in at the 25.
Oh, I hope so.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he
I think I turned the ball over a good little bit that last game. It hurt. Might affect that quarterback, and my receiver got hurt on the first play of the game. Could zip it to the second half, so his numbers ain't what they would have been either. So
I think for this offense,
we'll see.
Aggressive, knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now
yeah, he took a little bit of a punishment. The computer just be deciding at times, but they just gonna get at him. It ain't nothing I can do about it.
From the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Welch.
Yeah.
Stopped after a good
Got to work tomorrow too. Until when? Oh, your last off day. Yeah, I'll be at work Tuesday. So I'll be in there when you got to be in there.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're
So you've been off for what, 2 weeks?
Like they have is surprising. I gotta be honest.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass.
So that's been longer than 2 weeks. 3 weeks, right at 3? Nah, like close to 3. That you don't normally work on the weekend, so yes, 5, so 3, yeah, almost 3 weeks. Well, over 3 weeks. Yeah, mine is not having to work a lot. Them last couple weeks was rough on me. Last Friday, 'cause I think I only worked like 3 days them last 2 weeks.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team.
Savannah, yeah, she got to help me because of how my weekends go. I can't work with Vito. Like I can't. I had too much going on my weekends. He'll be in the way. Like I said, my weekends just be too busy for him to be the way that he is. Now, the only times he's had to work with me is if Savannah has had to be open. Yeah. Oh, yeah, me and Mike's. I don't know. It's been that way since I worked at the Hoover store. I have no idea why. Mike has worked the weekends with me and seen how my weekends are. That's how he realized, okay, that's why I've always had somebody else and not Vito on my weekends, because literally everybody else has been helpful at in some capacity where he really ain't. Like even when I had Anthony, me and Anthony worked a few weekends. Like I said, he knew more about working with that computer than Vito did, and he listened a lot better. Like, but I'm on my Saturdays especially. I'm gonna see 30 people, some combination of 30. And so Michael be in there and be like, "Yeah, I don't get it." He's like, "Cause he'll be in there his weekend, be like, bro, we might have seen 8 people." Hell no, I know I know I'm gonna see more than 8. Hell, I might see 8 soon as the store open up.
This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback.
But yeah, it was always that way when I was at Hoover. I don't know what it is about my weekends. No matter how I switch it, no matter what store I'm at, I'm gonna get my people in there. I ain't never always even had that car though. Yeah, I saw he was trying to get to him. They separated. What coach was it? Notre Dame? No, it wasn't Notre Dame. Oh, okay. He was trying to get at him. I think he didn't think his kid had fouled a guy that gave him a 4-point play. But after you look at the replay carefully, he did foul him. And the dude didn't dribble no more, so he got a chance to shoot a free throw. Put the game away. He was hot off of that.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to throw, it's Welsh. Takes a hit. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Unloads it downfield.
Damn.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. And a big return.
Being greedy, threw another pick.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive.
The Power 5 dynasty I'm in,
Getting an interception, yeah, they're being blown out.
Good brother, too.
That is the type of play as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big game.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late. Up front, moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else
Let me get my running backs some rushing yards. Stop being greedy. I'm gonna do another pick.
in this game and expect to win.
He'll bring it out. It's Penn. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game. There he goes. And he's
Oh, it's fun. We still hadn't played it much for real. We still learning.
I think as a running
It's
back,
fun though.
this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big
It's different. I mean, it's different, but it ain't different. We played several games just like it. We just ain't played one in a while that's like it. But it's fun.
He's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they got it up to the 47-yard
That's the only real bad part about it, I guess, is
here with second and
the
quarterback.
dealing with other players. Like, motherfuckers really be on there trying to play Call of Duty on there. Like, I don't. That's the confusing part. Like, yeah, people that's really in there just wanting to kill other users. It's like, bro, they got shooting games like that. Like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Fortnite. I forgot what the other one was that Keith used to like to play. Bro, you ain't gotta play this if you want to go kill people.
Looking for a man. It's Welch. Trying to beat the DT.
Yeah.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been
The computer already hard enough to deal with, like, because you got the robots. You basically, it's a looting shooter versus PV, player versus player, and player versus computer, and the computers is tough.
impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
You trying to tell me I gotta deal with them, and I gotta deal with people that's the whole point of that they own the game. We just gonna kill other people. Like,
Drive just 4 plays.
right, just go play a battle royale game if that's what you want to do.
Yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner's going to try to seal it, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Scooped up by the kicking team.
Man, this kickoff coverage,
Yeah, I'm
they just get
advance it when I get through with this one. Well, he said he about to do all season now. I'll let him play his game.
flying around. They're beating
Let me check. Let me ask him. When did I advance it last? We partied last night. The night before, because we partied last night, and I knew I wasn't gonna be able to play it today, yesterday. So Friday, not Friday. You saying Thursday? I think I did it Friday, because we were supposed to play. And today is the 4th, so yeah, it is Thursday. Uh-uh. Oh, would you say he was to let him go? No, I advanced it two. I advanced it 2 days ago. I did it because I played mine after I advanced it. Me and I played at 10:46. Oh, I just forgot to send the message on that one because I advanced it on the second. Tony played his first, and then I played mine second late because like I said, we were supposed to play. I think Nadia wanted to play Arc Raiders, and then it took longer than I was expecting her to respond because I played on the first and on the second, so I would have had to send it on the second to be able to play both those games. Um, but yeah, it took Nadia a longer time to get on, and I started getting tired because I had to work all day Friday. So when I advanced it, I played that game so that because I knew I wasn't gonna be able to play it Saturday, and I was pretty sure me, Lino, and him Uncle BJ wasn't gonna be able to play it. So yeah, I did it Friday night.
On a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Got it. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right?
Oh my goodness.
Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll keep it himself. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
What an opportunity here if you're on offense.
We'll
Right
get back
after
in there one more time.
you're already down here in the red zone. It's third down now. You've got to be able to come away.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Which dynasty?
And this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
I mean, it don't really matter which one. That's tough. I don't think I ever held anybody under 100.
And the return man is stopped, and now we'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
That was the goal. That's why I didn't throw people on the schedule. I think you and Tosti ended up having to play each other. I guess because y'all.
Each side takes every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs.
Oh, okay.
Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, it's glorious to be able to brag.
Yeah, probably. Because I think that many of us probably ain't going to touch the schedules unless I'm throwing the big schools on there. Other than that, the regular season games don't matter as much as them postseason games anyway, so if you put us in the postseason when the games matter.